Hello, everyone, and welcome to Afiadata's first recording. My name is Dr. Andai David. I am a medical doctor currently doing neuroscience research. So let's get into it. So, because you're here today, chances are you're probably a medic in undergraduate or a medic just finished school or just trying to learn data as a medic. Or you might be in any other profession and just want to learn how to handle healthcare data. So you've come into the right place. So this introductory video, I would like to focus it on people who have no experience with data whatsoever and are just trying to get started. And you've walked into that data door and you've got fancy tools everywhere and they're trying to figure out where to start from. Given the advancement of AI, machine learning, you probably find these tools are also easier to pick up because AI will help you to understand more. But before you get there, let us just pick the basic intuition, especially when you're handling healthcare data. And a good place I like to tell people to start from is in R. So one of the things I've been doing at Afiadata is trying to help people through these early steps. So over here is the Afiadata platform, and after you've created the account, or after you've created your account, you can come straight to the online modules. Okay, so we have a number of them. So the online modules are one that I recommend to start with is the introduction to R. So it's quite easy. You come to the introduction to R module, you click to enroll, and then you start with it. So there is obviously a couple of setups you need to do, especially when you want to use R. R is a software that enables you to do statistics and data science workflow. The reason I'm going with R, or the reason I recommend R, is that its learning curve is easier. Unlike Python, which you perhaps need to know much of the syntax, this is the language that is used for coding. R is much friendlier and easier to begin with. And most of the things that you'll be doing will be most likely related to the field you are in healthcare. So over here, setting up R, you'll just go through this, and also you'll go to understand how R is used in medicine. But just to show you how to set up R, you can easily install R. It is free from this site. So what you need to do is, for example, just type R POSIT, and you can download R Studio from there. See, there we are. You can download the R Studio, and the R language itself, which is free. So once you follow those steps, depending on the kind of machine you have and install, you will be ready to start. Okay, so after installing R and you want to write your first lines of code, that's where I want to begin with, or that's where you want to start this talk on. So in our first lines of code chapter, this chapter 3, I've listed, or I've tried to explain theoretically how to go about this. So over here, we will try to do it a bit practically. Don't be afraid. We'll just walk you through what it is like. So after you've installed R, you will come across this platform that is set up like this. So this is basically the R Studio platform where we'll be running your code. Now, before I go through what is happening currently, I'd like you to appreciate these 4 windows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll talk about them a little bit. So this first window over here is where you have your R script. So this is where you write your code, or you write whatever you want to write. So you get to write some things that I'll explain much better, but basically it starts over here. Okay, and this is where you can save it depending on the kind of file you are using. So over here we have the environment panel that allows you to see what is loaded in the R platform. This can be things such as data frames, can be things such as variables, and we'll talk about them later. So to get a much better intuition on what's happening. Over here in this panel, you can see you have files, we have something called plots, packages. So basically, this is where you interact with some of your files that you'll be operating with when you're doing your data stuff. And then lastly, in this area, we have the console, and we also have the terminal. And basically, it will be showing you some of the things that will be happening. You can also type in it. You can also do some functions or some processes over here, and we'll get into it and just be able to appreciate it more. So what we can see at this point is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, and these panels are all important in how you use R. So in the next couple of videos, we'll go straight to the code and see what this means. Okay, bye-bye.